We're rolling, okay? So I'm gonna do the intro real quick.
Roll it.
Thank
Open
you,
up my
Nisi.
YouTube.
Action. Greetings, dolls and gents, and welcome to the live. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome to the channel. We are having a vegan mukbang panel catered by the one and only the Black Daria to my right here, aka the Dutty Vegan. So I want to let my awesome guests here do self-introductions. You know, let them know what kind of host you are, what you stream on your platform, and where else they can find you, whatever you feel like disclosing. Right? Sorry. So we will start with number one.
What's up, everybody? It's MDM, aka Mac Daddy Money, and on most of my panels, you'll find me working out every morning from 9 a.m. We do a core blast, ab workout, and I'm killing everybody. Um,
That's
Other than that, we're throwing parties, hosting events. Last night I had a chocolate factory event with Black Daria and some other chocolate people. And yeah, we do all kind of stuff. Later on this month, I'm going to be doing a black and white affair. So you guys just be looking out for different events. We be
and do
having
you
a lot
want
of
to
fun.
let them know about the game nights you do, the
Oh yeah, I
raffle?
do it. I do a game day every day where I have a raffle where I give out about 20 champions, 10, 20 champions, or hot air balloons, whatever. And it's 200 Masons to participate. I put your name on the wheel. I spin the wheel. If it lands on your name, you win a champion. Yeah. So all kind of fun stuff.
Come on,
Yeah.
champion roulette.
Champion roulette,
Yeah,
exactly.
I love it. I want one.
Daria, you're up next.
Let's do it.
Hey guys, so for me, I'm new to BIGO. I've only been on here almost 3 weeks and it's been amazing so far. I'm a model, I'm an entrepreneur, I have a natural skincare line, and I like to cook vegan food because I'm vegan. So I also have a page that's called It's Dirty Vegan, and I have another page for my business. It's Your John. I'll type both in the comments. So all the food here today is catered by myself. And yeah, don't forget to bless the panel, follow all of us, we follow back, and drop a bean, don't be mean.
Hey, drop a bean, don't be mean. Dola, number three.
Hi everybody. My name is Dola. Hi everybody. How's everybody's day? I am a tarot reader, and I'm also you can call me psychic if you want to. And I'm basically here to help you with your healing needs. You can find me streaming late at night. That's when it's most powerful. So if you really are into stuff like that and you really want to see some stuff happen, hit me up.
Amazing. Nathan.
What's going on, guys? I'm Nathan Nicholas. I'm a spoken word artist, poet, songwriter. And I'm on Vigo here trying to connect with other, writers. And I do this thing every morning when I go live. I perform some of my poetry. And then in the evening, I have panel discussions. So I would love for you to follow the family. I'm part of a new family here at Vigo called Pretty Animation.
Pretty animation.
Right? We in this.
Period.
So yeah, shout out to Glassy, shout out to everybody on the panel. Thank you for having me. I'm excited. I never had vegan food either before, so this is my first time
Nice.
trying this out.
Mar, you're up next.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My YT is 4 and 6 Mar TV, so you guys can subscribe to my YT channel. Also, I do mukbangs, I do pranks, I do story times, so make sure you guys subscribe. I've been on Bigo for 4 to 5 weeks now, and yeah, so make sure you guys drop a bean, don't be mean. Check out my lives, support. You already know I'm all about it.
Amazing. And last but not least,
Hello.
Cody.
So I'm really just here for the food. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. My name's Cody. My IG is Cody.B.C. You can follow me there. I think my Twitter
Yeah,
or
you can say Twitter.
whatever. Okay, great. Is I don't remember. But anyways, here just follow me. Just really here to support the little channel. Eat the vegan food. Enjoy the food. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, so now that we've done that, you can let Mac Daddy show what he's eating or talk about it. And are you vegan, Mac Daddy, or do you just practice eating healthy and you enjoy vegan food?
Yeah, I enjoy eating healthy, eating vegan food. But I do eat sushi. That's one of my guilty pleasures. So, all right, I'm gonna show y'all guys what I made. I had a Cajun Alfredo lasagna. It don't look all that right now, but it's good. Trust me.
Cajun
So I got
Alfredo lasagna is
mushrooms and
amazing.
spinach, and I got some green beans. He told me to put some
I don't
green
know
on my plate.
where
So
No, thank you for
Darius
listening.
looked.
got some vegan chicken and some vegan chunks.
Hi,
So
Sparks.
it's
That's
pretty good.
phenomenal.
There's such thing as vegan chicken?
Yeah,
Mac Daddy, that looks so good.
It looks so
There's such
good.
thing as
it
vegan
is.
chicken?
It is.
Yeah, there's
Thank you.
vegan chicken. Mac Daddy, can you explain that?
What the fuck?
Well, everything that is meat is a replacement for. So that you have like different replacements that they sell in the stores like Walmart or any grocery store that you go to. They have these meat replacements. So it's not meat, but it's flavored like chicken. It's probably made out of cauliflower and different vegetables. So it's a plant-based meat.
Okay, bet.
Okay, and then I'll let everybody. So Mac Daddy is located in North Carolina, so he made his own food. The rest of us are all eating what Dario over here made. So Dario, I'll let you show the food.
Okay, yeah. So today we're starting with a salad. It's a kale salad with ranch dressing, cashew cream. I'm gonna flip the camera. Okay.
Do your thing.
Come on, can open this for me?
I'm gonna share the live because,
Okay.
yeah.
So we got
Thank
kale,
you.
tomatoes, cucumbers, ranch dressing, and cashew cream with chive and garlic. And it's all vegan.
I can't lie, it looks ton up still.
I
And then
love you,
for
Nadia.
the main meal, we have.
It looks very ton up.
Okay. So we have sweet potato, lentils, plantain, poison Brussels sprouts.
Poison?
No, poison
Oh, poison.
with an H.
Okay.
Poison.
Ooh, really, that's cute. I'm like, what? You just
Oh my gosh, please, God, don't ruin my repertoire. I'm joking.
Naomi, some food, Lassie.
Avocado, chickpeas, and quinoa. And then plantain. Yes.
Snap to
And
that.
Jackson has the same thing over there.
We all have the same thing. Everyone else has the same thing.
Yes.
Okay, bomb.
yeah, no.
Okay, so
Yeah,
yeah, you
Daria,
can
I'm
eat
so
now.
jealous.
I got you, Mac Daddy. Just come a little bit closer.
But I mean, shout out to Mac Daddy. Although it's not vegan, he owns a seafood restaurant in North Carolina.
Oh my gosh, Mac Daddy,
Yes.
that's amazing.
Mhm.
That's amazing. First of all, your lasagna was so good. And
I'm trying to share the
since I was still eating
God
seafood, I'd
damn.
definitely come and try. But I
Bruh,
appreciate
Mac
you,
Daddy?
and
Already
you
up
were
here,
so
might as well
patient
get
today.
my
Thank
beanie.
He was so patient and like earlier he was reading and
How
studying and he
you
cooked.
not
Like
answering the live
what?
at the same time? What the fuck?
And he
Nib-
No, I
cooked.
didn't share the whole.
I thought he
Nabil,
got. Oh, I thought he ordered that.
You didn't listen.
I got my food. I got my food
And then I
from
did Twitter, and then I did the group chat and Discord.
Okay, bro.
Shout out to
Ooh.
you guys. Thank you for sharing the live.
Avocado is my favorite, man.
Avocado is my mother
Mine
effing
too.
favorite, bro.
I'm here for the.
Mine too.
I'm here for the.
I will eat avocado on anything.
Okay, so I really would like. This is the first
Okay,
time
so I
I've
have a
actually
question.
cooked for
What?
like someone outside of myself. So if you guys could please let me know what you think and be honest.
Oh, you want an
would
initial
really-
review?
Well, depending on what you eat first, yes, give me a review of what you eat first.
All right.
You know, so if let's say you try the lentils first,
Guys,
know
should
what
I
you
take
think.
my I want to ask you guys a question real quick.
Hmm.
I've been like waist training for 7 hours a day for the past like week, so I'll eat with it on. But should I like allow myself to take this off and?
Yes,
I
please.
feel like you should, make your body breathe a little bit.
Free up
Yeah.
yourself, please, please.
Okay.
A little bit.
She's like, all right, if you said so.
I ain't gonna tell me twice. Because after like 5 bites, I'll be full.
No, this
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
please
it
no.
slaps.
It's
It slaps. It slaps. Okay,
Oh
shit.
my gosh, what did you try first?
You're making me hungry.
Mm-mm.
Oh my god, guys, I'm free at last.
Daria.
Okay, so Daria, you're gonna have to
Yes.
mail me some food.
Right? I
Let
would
me try
love
this.
to. Like, I wish I could
real.
bring you guys some food. Oh,
You're
Cody,
cute.
yes?
Do I have to turn
What was
vegan now?
the white
Pardon?
thing on top? Was
The
it
white thing on
cashews?
top
Oh, that's a
is
cashew.
cashew
Caesar.
cream.
Oh, then make
No, I have to.
It's a cashew cream spread. It's similar to
Uh-uh.
cheese, but it's made from cashews, and it has chive and garlic in it.
Nabil, I bought this like years ago at like Shoppers Drug,
In the
like
comments.
over 10 years ago.
Wow.
You need to
Well,
go with this.
yeah, cut it off. It's gonna taste better than that.
Huh?
I mean, take out the pear though. Take out the avocado.
Okay, guys, so while we eat, we're gonna. Is it the strap one? No,
What?
like
What do you
this.
think?
Oh,
What do
who wants
Oh,
the one?
It's eventful.
It's a hook.
Hey, Kaden. What's going on, Kaden?
you guys said it looks eventful.
It's eventful.
It's eventful. Well,
Yes,
that's the thing. They say that like the only reason why people like meat is because you dress it up with so much seasoning and then you eat it. But if you dress up the plants with the same seasoning, it's still a vibe. And I agree.
And I mean, you know, most people nowadays we just overeat, so we want to feel full. So yeah, people stuff
So
themselves
people
too much.
don't. Some people don't feel like they're not full unless you eat protein. Like, unless you have a piece of meat on your plate, they feel like the meal's not complete.
Exactly.
So I actually made a macaroni and cheese to go with it, but it didn't turn out how I wanted. That's why I didn't give it to you guys.
Are you serious?
So I'm eating some of it, but it's just so it doesn't go to waste. It's not good.
Why do you mean that? It look good. What
It's
is
too pale.
too pale?
It's too pale,
Well, you could
and
just call it macaroni salad.
I didn't get it right yet. So until I get the mac and cheese down, we can always do another one.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You can.
Oh,
So how is it, fellas? I'll tell you. Because
Yeah,
when I
how's it
come
taste,
to
guys?
Canada, shit,
I think everyone's on the salad right now. Okay, how is the salad?
Good.
It's good.
okay. Because I'm greedy, I would have took more of the dressing.
Oh, the dressing?
Nathan
Okay.
said, no, it's drenched in dressing.
And I want more salad. When I got
Yeah.
to the bottom, that's where I was
Daria, what kind of dressing is on the salad? It's amazing.
It's a ranch dressing.
But I thought you don't do dairy. Oh, it's vegan ranch.
It's vegan. Oh, 100%.
Wow.
Lassie, how are you feeling over there? What yours?
Phenomenal.
Okay, good.
A mother
so
fucking phenomenal.
how'd you do the vegan ranch?
Oh, so the vegan ranch I didn't make from scratch.
Come on, 250 people now.
Hey, shout out to the 250 people in the live.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
We're having a vegan mukbang.
Hold on.
What happened? It's planted.
Shut it up before you slide.
Guys, I want to apologize for the plantain.
What's wrong with the plantain?
I meant to give you guys more than one.
Did we get one piece of plantain?
Only one plantain was ripe enough,
Gotcha. That's fine.
so I didn't want to.
Hold on, let me try this again.
It tastes good. The quinoa.
Oh, what is it?
Quinoa,
I love
quinoa. Bless
quinoa.
your soul, eh?
I love
Dude.
quinoa.
Jay's in here?
This is the one.
What's up,
The
Jay?
quinoa?
It's so good.
I flavored the water before I cooked the quinoa so that it isn't like just bone plain.
That's the trick.
This is the one.
Okay, cool.
So good.
That's it.
Unexpectedly, I boxed
What's up, Glow?
I'm
So-
giddy, because Cody tried the quinoa and apparently it's fire. So I'm ready.
Mar, how was it?
Not that Darius.
Thank you, Layla.
I'm just
Darius fire.
'cause I've never-
So you guys, I have some conversation topics that we will chit chat on. Some
Why did you
trending,
feel sick?
Right.
trending topics.
Cody just has me.
What kind of? Hold on. What kind of? What's the topic? Or do we have to choose?
Different like trending topics that I've seen over the week. I mean, a good warmer, unfortunately, could be we could touch on the whole Tory got convicted.
He did?
And it maximum could be up to 20-something years.
Yep, he got charged, and he's facing almost 22 years if he gets
22, that's what it
charged. For shooting, because everyone was like, well, he didn't get charged. He didn't get charged. He got charged for shooting, I believe, her, and also for having an unlicensed gun.
Oh man.
He needs to do
So
better. I love his music. It's a oh damn. It's like another R. Kelly situation for me.
Not R. Kelly.
Not R.
I don't think
Kelly.
this is as drastic as
he
R. Kelly.
fumbled the bag.
Because it was like I love R. Kelly's music,
My phone's bugged.
but what he does is really messed up.
Yeah.
And I love Tory Lane's music and what he does.
I thought this is good. I don't think I conceded.
Work. No, it didn't. I thought that.
You know, the thing about mainstream and Hollywood and all that, they support pedophilia and all that stuff. So they just use these different
Correct.
people to be scapegoats for other things. Like
That's
all
true.
those guys do that stuff, man. Mess with young girls.
Even Obama, they said too, to be honest.
All those
Obama, the Clintons, Naomi Campbell.
dudes. All of them.
I'm giving her some.
It's what they do. It's this they rituals, man. That's how they do.
Apparently, there's that thing called the Pizza Gate or something.
Yeah.
What?
The Pizza Gate. I don't know. It's some kind of code for like little boys and girls. And apparently, Hillary Clinton had like over 200 emails that like they were talking about pizza,
Oh,
which
this
was
is
like,
back when she was running.
yeah, I don't know.
What? Yeah, there was bare emails. That's how the whole mix-up started with like the Russia rumors, the Russia
you tell us
infiltrating the
more?
system because there were people sending emails. Honestly, all the Americans in here can go vote on the 3rd, please.
Yeah.
Like, we
Yeah.
can't help y'all, but like we can tell y'all, go vote.
Please do. Oh, Nisi,
My
thank
bad,
you
yo.
so
How
much.
long are you calling
Tap
me?
your back, oh Margaret, tap his back.
Yo, can we just shout out Nisi, by the way? If there's any like
Nisi,
know.
thank you so much.
young
Shout out
melanated
to me.
hosts.
Full of melanin family
Tap
here.
the screen. Tap the screen.
What does FOM stand for?
Full of melanin.
For the melanin?
Full of melanin.
Full of melanin, yes.
Like that.
So that is the new family. It's black founder. So check her out, support, make your way there, and you'll be able to tell them they have the chocolate bar as their like symbol.
So chocolate bar and a kiss.
You should have been
and
the
the
chocolate factory last night.
For the melanin is so cute though. Canadian black fam, let's go. I honestly think it may be the first
Oh,
of its
Nisi's
kind.
from here?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's Canadian.
Nisi's from here.
Shout out to you, Nisi. Yeah, Nisi.
She's with Norris.
Shout out to the red and white, man.
Oh, you're with
Period.
You still good?
You're in Nora agency, Nisi?
I don't think so.
So, what are you on now, Gashi? Eating lunch.
Okay, yeah, so we're over Tori and Meg, fine. So moving right along.
I meant food wise.
Oh, okay. I'm eating the avocado. I'm just eating everything. I just eat.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a mukbang panel. And we're all eating vegan dishes right now.
What's up, Clark? What's up, Clark?
The Brussels sprouts.
My bad.
Yeah.
You like them? Usually I put in teriyaki sauce, but this time it was poison because they were out of teriyaki.
Yep, it is clean and healthy.
Right.
Okay, guys. So So next topic. So how do you guys feel? I don't know if you guys saw it, but everyone's kind of giving like Travis Scott some backlash.
Wow.
Because of his comment about Stormy, his daughter with Kylie. He was
What kind
like,
of backlash now?
so he said in an interview or something, he's like, oh, we're working on rate. Can someone mute? I think.
That's yes.
Okay, maybe. But basically, he was saying in an interview or something that like, oh, thank you, Clark. He was like, I lost the thought now. How they're raising Stormy to be a strong black woman, and so, period. Pete Glossie's Daria, we love to see it. So everyone in the comment was like, okay, relax. Like, first of all, she's mixed. Second of all, she's a Kardashian. Third of all, she'll be all right. And everyone was kind of just like going ham and saying that kind of stuff. But then some people were also, see, Nisi, the mother is not black. Next caller. But then some people in the comments were like, okay, keep that same energy for Drake. Keep it for Obama. Why do you guys claim them as black people but won't claim Stormy as black? So let's talk about that.
The one drop theory kind of thing too.
Yeah.
Like as long as they have black in them, they're considered black.
Yeah. Hi, Jevin.
I mean, ooh, how do I feel about this?
I mean, for me, it's like, hey, you gotta accept it. Like y'all accept everything else. Why why does something so small have to be so big? Like I
Sasha.
have cousins that are like black and Puerto Rican, but
Mm-hmm.
they look white. You know what I'm saying? But my uncle is black and their mom is white, but she's Spanish. But they look like white people. So it's
Right.
like I know they black. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
their skin
Mm-hmm.
color says otherwise. So it's just the world we live in and our perception of everything and how we choose to go about
Jossie.
things. So that's my take on it.
She can definitely claim black, but what can her mother teach her about being black?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, from that standpoint, she can't teach her anything because she doesn't know the struggles.
Who's the
But
dark again? Travis Scott?
Yeah. And like, I never used to think about that whole like the biracial thing, but I know that like look at Nathan's face.
Muted. Is it
It's
you?
the echo for me.
Muted.
Yeah,
Jossie, what's good?
if you don't have earphones in, mute it. Okay. Hold on, let me mute it. No, don't cam down though, Mar. Yeah,
Not
cam
shot.
up. Yeah. So basically, guys, we're talking about Travis Scott's comment about raising a strong black woman and the backlash he's been getting because everyone's like, irks. Kylie's white. She's not only is she white, she's a Kardashian and rich as fuck. But some people are like, if we're gonna claim, the Drakes and the Obamas as black, then like, why can't she speak on that? I guess. Let's see the comments. I personally think that the comment itself needs to be rewrote because it's not really adding up for me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that doesn't mean they can't instill the values in her. Father is still black. I just think that like maybe the strong black woman part didn't need to be there. Like why? Like even in the shade room, they put quotations around strong. Like she's not gonna have to fight. Like it's not gonna be like, all my life I had to fight. Like it's not gonna be that for her. So why the whole strong black woman part? But I don't know.
On top of that, I mean, that family is already known for making millions off of appropriating our culture anyways. So I don't really care too much about like if people are get batting her up online. That's not really my business. I don't really care. Like you knew
Right?
what you're getting into. You married a black. You're getting with a black man. You know you're gonna deal with the repercussions if you step out of line and say shit like, "My daughter is a black girl," and she is. But like, you're a Jenner. Like obviously, your people are gonna get at you. So like,
Yeah.
Okay, but my nephew is black and Filipino, and he looks he looks black, like his features are black, but the child is like really like I don't want to say light, but he's light. Like you would look at him and you would be like, okay, he has black in him. What are okay, not me, but his parents. What are his parents supposed to do in terms of that?
At the end of the day, it's on us. Like we have to separate ourselves. Like white people try to keep themselves separated from black people. We have to separate ourselves. Group economics. We have to worry about us. We keep worrying about what everybody else got going on, and that's why we so fucked up. We're not worried about what we got going on as a whole. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
true.
that's where it's at. Because 20 years from now, if this generation gets their stuff together, we won't even have to worry about comments like that. It's
That's
just because
true.
we don't have our stuff together.
That's true.
You know,
On that note, yo, support black business, please, if you can, over other shit.
Flourish, you wanna come? Flourish, you wanna say something?
we create everything, man. We create fashion, we create style,
The
dance,
culture,
everything, music.
the whole
We
culture.
create everything. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Everybody else just benefit off us. We don't benefit off ourselves. Like the music industry is owned by a bunch of Jews and crackers, excuse my language, white people. So it's like we get exploited. You know what I'm saying? All of our countries get exploited. South America, I'm from Guyana. South America has so much gold and natural resources, and we get exploited by China, America, all these different countries.
Exactly.
Africa, the same way, they get exploited.
Right.
You know, you got people like Akon that's trying to turn that around. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Akon though, honestly.
Oh, he does so much for the community that goes unnoticed.
And Nisi was saying above too, like it'd be one thing if she had like maybe black women role models in her life, or at least people as role models, but she doesn't. Hopefully, Travis plays a strong role in Stormy's life that it really like incorporates that, you know, like Northwest has Kanye. Who says she
But I mean,
doesn't? Well, I
the
mean, look at her
grandparents are
surroundings.
black, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. The black parents
His
are black.
mom,
That was almost boxed off.
That's true, Brandon. Brandon, why aren't you up here?
Brandon said what?
Who says he doesn't have role models that are black?
Black role models. I got you.
That's true. Okay. Moving right along. Earlier this week, Azalea had one of her rants, as per usual. Oh, Brandon, it's okay. If you want to come up, though, it doesn't matter. If you want to eat anything, just come up.
Maybe it's in my clothes.
Yeah, there's one. I don't know if you have like the.
So earlier, not hot tops on the vegan panel. I'm here for it. Period. Hot topics on the vegan panel. Let's go. So earlier this week, guys, Azalea Banks made a comment about Rihanna.
I'm tired of her.
Bruh. Bruh. She really makes it hard for us dark skins. Like, stop, girl. But,
Dark skin look bad.
bruh.
My Sylvia.
She, after the Savage Fenty fashion show, she posted a bunch of pictures of Rihanna, and she's basically saying like, oh my god, like, ew, Rihanna is fat, like, this is not cute. Everyone keeps bigging her up. She gets a pass because she's light skinned. But if this was anybody else, like, she needs to lose 20 pounds to look good again. This is not high fashion. This is like ratchet. What she basically said. Azalea Banks.
And when she gets dragged, she wants to turn around and say, "Oh, but I was just trolling. You guys are too sensitive. You need thick skin." Like, no, but you piss people off.
She's been a mess.
you can't go after Riri, man. You can't touch Riri, man.
She's always hating on people doing big things. She's always hating on people doing big things. I don't know, man. That's crazy. So, do you guys think that Rihanna's getting a pass because she's light skinned? If she was dark skinned, would this be a thing? What do you guys think about that?
Well, for me, I feel like light skinned women do get a pass. But for me, women, period, man. If you're beautiful, you're beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Now, with the way social, you know, how social things are set up, yeah, light skinned women do get a pass. And that's not by every dude. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna defend, myself and every other dude that thinks like me. Like if you're beautiful, you're beautiful. It doesn't matter if you're light skinned, white, and if you're dark skinned or browner. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, chocolate women they need their due respect. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
For real, for real.
I agree with Brandon with Lizzo, and Lizzo gets so much backlash because she's plus size.
I had to.
Lizzo does not go under the light skin category though. She definitely goes under the browning or dark skin.
Well, no, he's saying that Lizzo's not too much darker than Rihanna.
But she was classified as a dark skinned woman, and no one gives Lizzo a pass at all. She gets called fat every day.
Right.
I wouldn't say Lizzo's dark skin.
I don't think
I,
that's him.
I wouldn't say she's not light skinned like the Rihannas and Beyonces that they would classify as light skinned though. So I don't think you could use her as an example. Really?
You don't think that's
Let me Google her. Let me Google
That's not light
Google.
skin.
What?
This is not light skin.
I mean, with the right concealer.
No, guys.
What's good?
No, Lizzo can be considered dark skin. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like in the music industry, if you're a little on the heavy side, and then you're on the dark side too, you're at a disadvantage. So I think for Lizzo, she's both. She wears it well, but I feel like that's not what they're looking for, because you have to be the model type. You have to look good in every lighting possible.
Exactly.
Like, that's what they're looking for.
HD.
Yeah, I mean,
That in between, but the reason Lizzo gets backlash is because people are fat phobic. Yeah, she's a brownin. I would call her a brownin.
I was gonna say that is a thing too. Like people give her beer grief because of her size.
Yeah.
And because she's very comfortable with showing her body. They feel like if you're a fat girl, you shouldn't be half naked. And she's like, yeah, but like, fight me. I rate it still. Now,
And that's basically why. Yeah.
Her going to the ball game with her ass out
Was too much.
That was a lot for me. I don't want to see that at the ball game. Courtside.
I do not.
I'll be your body on the court.
Yeah, that was very bad.
The fact that she even got let in, I was like, oh. Come on, celeb status.
Yeah, but do you think they would say that if she was small?
That's true. If it was like,
No, she was small. Yeah, but they wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been this big of a deal if she was like skinny.
If she was like who though? Who's an example? Like Christina Milian or something?
Maybe.
Sure.
I don't know.
Fat, skinny, tall, short. Oh, Brandon said no matter what her size, what her size is. Hey, what about her?
I don't know. But anyway, I don't think Rihanna responded yet to Azalea Banks. She probably won't. But she's effed up for that.
Because she probably just clout chasing, man.
Exactly. Someone said, I think Rihanna has pretty privilege because if we think about her playing Hadith for her lingerie. Oh, can someone explain that to me? What happened with the Muslim community and Rihanna? Because I didn't watch the show. I didn't know what happened. Like, what happened with that? Rihanna got a lot of backlash online after her fashion show because apparently she played some song that was like something about Muslims. I don't know. But she apologized for sure. I saw that apology.
Yeah, but I don't know what she did.
Yeah, Nabil's gonna tell her because Nabil's Muslim. Nabil, if you want to.
Pretty privilege. Oh my God! Don't let the Asians hear you.
What she do?
Nabil's gonna explain it.
Hadith for her lingerie.
Nabil, if you want, you can cam up or like audio up and tell us.
Homemade? I don't even need it more.
Really? Okay.
Is that like the
press. Nabil, press the blue button at the bottom right that says join. Perfect.
No.
So you can cam down if you want by clicking the screen. Yeah, perfect.
So simply to simplify, sorry, I'm at like the hospital.
It's okay.
Simply to simplify, it's like hadith is like I'm trying to think about the same as it is Christianity. So you know,
Yeah.
like when they tell you stories of like back in the day in the prophet
Mhm.
about like, for example, like the story of Isa, sorry, Jesus, or the story of Ibrahim and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Hadith is like kind of like the same thing, where it's like the same traditions that were done by the prophet, and that can be used in like saying in like a singing manner. So
Mhm.
she used one of those hadiths as a like a lingerie like opening, which is really disrespectful.
Um.
So like a lot of the Muslim community was just like at her throat because they
Well,
felt
wait.
that
Is it like? Did she play like a song, or she literally used one of like
it was
the
literally, I kid you not, copy paste.
like she acted out like a story like from
No,
the.
like it was like literally like, so for example, like you know like how like they read like the Quran, like the surahs.
Mhm.
It was more like so like that in Arabic
Mhm.
in that sense, and then like that was like copied and pasted
So
from
someone
like a.
asked, is it like a prayer song?
It's more so like kind of like it's sort of like that in a sense, but more in the sense of like it's like kind of like told in like a traditional way, like Prophet Muhammad was like
So.
telling hadith. Like for example, like a hadith is like, okay, so it's not written in the book, but these are the traditions that were things. So for example, like covering yourself was like read through a Quran, and then they would say in a way like that is like Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Alhamdulillah Rabbil
Mhm.
Alameen, like that sense with that type of rhythm.
And she was doing that. So
Like
what
that
happened in
was
the fashion
so
show?
so the fashion show, like they kind of like remade it into a beat,
Mhm.
but it was like so similar. Like if you played both of them, like you can hear it, like you can hear the Arabic connotations in the back.
Oh, so this is like audio. So there was like
Yeah,
music or
yeah.
wow.
So it's
When
as close to taking the Quran and then just like literally using that as like a beat,
Okay.
and
when
that's
when
why the Muslim community was like really upset.
when you're a Rihanna or somebody in her like on her plateau, you can't do anything really.
I
Like
know.
he
But I
probably
feel
meant
like
nothing by it, you know,
Mhm.
yes, but
and
I
they
feel like
just
if
took it
it
and
was a
ran
white
with it.
person or if it was a person of like that wasn't pretty, she would have got a worse backlash.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
But well, what else could they have done worse? Gone to go egg her house? Like she got dragged. People were pissed. Like it was trending. She got. You
Not
know what I mean?
Yeah, but like now, like everyone's like, well, a lot of people were mad because like a lot of other people were like, oh yeah, she apologized. Like guys, it's okay. You guys are taking it too deep. But I'm like,
Mm.
you know, like
Mm.
it's somebody's religion in a sense. Like so, it's just like you can't tell people how to feel in a sense.
Yes.
Obviously, we
Yes.
know that she's not like she never had like a negative connotation of like that way, and it was just like a by accident, and it was just like an overlook. But it's
Mhm.
still like a big misstep in a sense.
Yes. Fine.
Wow.
I'm finished.
But I wonder if it was her idea or like her creative team.
Right?
It
It
was
probably
her
wasn't
creative
her.
team. It was her creative
Mhm.
team. It was her creative team. So it wasn't her
Yeah.
like it was indirectly essentially.
Mhm.
But they were saying that since she had the final say and then she went through the run through, that in a sense like she's responsible for the her crew's actions.
I think it's more so that she actually apologized and felt remorseful.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cause
Oh,
yeah,
the
there's so much
apologize.
time. Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she apologized like 2 days
Immediately.
ago.
Mhm.
Wait, but did she say she didn't know? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention just now. Did she
Yeah,
say
so
she
she
didn't
said that
know?
she didn't know, she wasn't aware of it. She just found out after like when the community kind of like let her know.
Mhm.
Nabeel, do you believe that?
Mhm.
Um, I feel like somebody knew. I feel like somebody knew,
Someone
and
knew.
Because
somebody
how did they
definitely was
find it?
like, maybe it was not to the level of her where she knew.
Mhm.
But I feel like somebody knew and they wanted to just slide past it and hope that nobody would like catch it. But I
You
definitely
wanna
think
know why? Because Beyonce does that all the time. Yo, I know, right? We need dessert, Mac
Wait,
Daddy.
not too much on the.
Beyonce be going to Africa and doing all sort of rhythms and
yeah.
dances and shit like that all the fucking time and gets away with it. So, people on Rihanna's team were like, let's pull up Beyonce. Let's chocolate. This nigga said chocolate. I'm gonna eat you, Mac Daddy. So, but that's different though. How's that different, Brandon? You're eating a turtle? Don't kill me.
I'm, I feel like that's also different in a sense because it's like because people can say that she's connecting with her roots in a sense, even though
Oh,
it's
true.
like even though like it's kind of bad, but like I get it, like like at the end.
Oh, sorry. I just learned how to do the whole like mute thing. Okay.
I don't know.
So go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. I guess we're all African at one point, so
Yes.
yeah, so that's a good saying.
Brandon said it's because of her roots, and she's trying to show the beauty of Africa to everyone.
Exactly.
Fair. So, and I guess it's disrespectful if you're not Muslim to showcase any part of the Muslim religion.
I just feel like if you're gonna showcase it right. Like I'm
Okay.
so tired of like the same like how they show like even for example I don't know if you guys watch Elite.
Elite, that TV
Yeah,
show.
yeah. It was like they kind of showcased like this girl falling for this white guy, obviously white superior complex, white savior complex, and it was
Hey,
just like
Mara.
nonsense.
Yeah, you used a prayer religious story to showcase lingerie. Yeah, that's bad. That's so fucking true. True, true, true. Not like daddy laughing.
Now,
Oh,
when you say it like that, it sounds bad.
it sounds really bad when you say it like that. You're right.
Crazy. I know I never still never watched the show.
Okay. So that's what makes it problematic. No, that's friggin' facts. Last thing that I have, last hot topic before we can have like a free for all or perhaps just like, questions and shit, is maybe you saw this, Daria. Actually, no, we're all Canadian here. On Six Buzz. Thank you, Nisi, for enjoying it.
No, we're not.
What?
I feel so disrespected right now.
I'm sorry. Most of us, shout out to our North Carolina in the motherfucking hizzy.
Come on, North Kakalaki.
Let's go. Are you dumb? But Dola, where are you from again? He's American, Dola, right?
He's from Houston.
Okay. And Brandon in the comments is also from North Carolina. Big up yourselves. On Six Buzz, which is a Toronto platform, it's kind of like the Toronto Shade Room.
Yeah.
But they did a post, basically this lady who killed her 2-year-old daughter like 10 years ago or so has been released on parole. And so everyone's like, oh my God, like, keep that girl in jail. And I was reading the comments, and this is what I found interesting. Some people were like, oh, so not y'all trying to keep her, like, in jail, but I thought jail was supposed to be, like, a rehabilitation center for people. So if that's what the purpose is, then shouldn't we be happy that maybe 10 years or so, we hope that she's reformed and, like, now she's able to go and then, walk the streets again? We hope.
Is she white?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. That was another thing in the comments. People were like, if this was a black woman, she'd be in there for life, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about that? I want to say I had no idea that the purpose of jail was for it to be like a rehabilitation center. I did not know that. I thought it was like a punishment thing.
Well, that's what they say.
That's what they say.
Capitalism.
Well, for black people, it's not because we do more time than any other culture or ethnicity. For black men, it really institutionalized them so that they become dependent on the government, which they are while they're in there. They get 3 meals a day. They go to sleep at this time. They wake up at this time. They get into a routine of being dependent on something. So when they come out, they're so dependent on, always having this for themselves that when it's time to do for themselves, they don't know how to, So.
That is so.
But I don't know. For a black woman would probably still be in jail. When you kill your child, that's a pretty serious offense. Like it's really mental instabilization. You're unstable mentally. So everybody's not supposed to have kids. That's true. She's probably still fucked up mentally, but hey, they let her out. So.
Apparently she's on day parole, which means she just goes out on the day and comes back to jail at night.
That's some white people shit.
Is that the white woman who drowned her daughter? I don't know how she killed her daughter, but it is. Yeah, apparently she drowned her daughter. And I was also reading in the comments, people were saying that like a lot of white females, they said, I don't know if it was white females or just women in general, get off the hook when they do murder their children because they always deem it as like, oh, okay, she was mentally unstable, so yeah. Yeah, because she's
Black people
Asian.
gotta start using that shit. That mental instability, that shit is real. Hey, I'm mentally unstable, motherfucker. I have mental health issues. You gotta start using that shit to your benefit. At work and everything. Hey, I'm mentally unstable. I gotta go
His
home
eyes.
early.
Mac Daddy, you brought up a good point where you said, or someone said, like it's capitalism. I want to say, like when that 6ix9ine case was going on, was it 6ix9ine case? I think so. Yeah, it was 6ix9ine case. I was so into that motherfucking case, bro. The food is amazing, guys. I'm like still munching away at mine, but I got lost in the shade room comments and the conspiracy theories and blah blah blah. And somehow, some way, I read somewhere that like a lot of these jails in America specifically, I believe, they literally are owned. Either they own record labels or record labels own them or some shit like that. Or either way, they work hand in hand. So it's like why would jails be sponsoring or paying for record labels? I don't know. It was something weird. Like so, like for instance, remember that guy who sang that one song? What's his name again? Shmurda, Ray Shmurda. What was his name again?
Bob
Oh, yeah. Is he
About a week
Shmurda?
ago.
Baba Shmurda?
Yeah. So for him, like when he first came out, when he first came out, he was rapping about everything he did in his songs and shit like that. And everyone was like, okay, why did they let him rap about it? If this is a label, if they know he killed this, and that, and then they waited till like he made like I don't know a fucking milli or whatever the case may be, and then boom, they bag him and he goes to jail. So it's like I don't know. The conspiracy theory is like they allow these guys to promote these messages because they want more young black men to be like, yeah, let me go load up some straps and shit, so they can continue putting them into the jails because apparently jails make the country a lot of fucking money or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's by heads. Like they get it's incentives, like quotas. If they make a certain amount of quotas, the same thing with arrests. Like officers need to make a certain amount of quotas.
Yeah.
And prisons need to make a certain amount of quotas to like benefit, and they also use it like as prison labor. So I was hearing how like they use like small corporations or companies like will have them do certain things like bottle things and like have them do like for 10 cents per hour and stuff like that. There's like a big thing like expose.
What kind of bottle thing? Someone said a member from Bone Thugs and Harmony confessed it. Can you tell us more about that, Heartthrob? But go on. Underwear? They make underwear there too?
Like they do a lot of things. Like it's a lot of like prison labor. So then like they only like have them do like for 10 cents per hour, small things like that.
Hello? Y'all can hear me?
Yes, what's up?
So as an American, it's like this. No record labels do not have as you can say, relation to the jail. As an American, I was taught it's a common saying, money talk, bullshit walk. Okay? And the reason I say this is because I personally know my friend, his uncle was a millionaire, right? And he asked him in. And because he had money, he basically got off free.
But what did he do? He did what?
He asked him in. He asked him. He got an axe and asked him. Just cause. Yeah, and he got off free.
I'm sorry, what?
So,
he asked a man?
America's different. America's so different.
Yeah, America's different.
Yeah, like,
hold on.
Y'all thinking
no,
like,
hold on. Dola.
What?
This is your friend's dad that did this?
This is my friend's uncle that did this. Now, I don't know how he got off free.
Is he Caucasian?
I guess apparently. But the thing about it is...
Is he black or Caucasian?
He was black. Because, to say something, he had money. Yeah. That's why. Whenever, in America, whenever you have money, man, you can basically do anything you want to do.
You're right.
Oh, so are you trying to say that money transcends color? Are you trying to say that if you have...
It does. Because
come on, look at OJ, man. Look at OJ.
They can walk in and do anything they want because they got money. I bet if Beyonce went and decided to shoot up a whole church of white supremacists, she would be let off free. I bet she would be out of jail.
Who did that?
Beyonce.
Shut up and my
Money
church of
equals
wet.
power.
I would support her.
And I mean, it depends on who you know too, man. I mean, if you tied in, all those
JC's, I
people,
don't know
they're a
about
part
that.
of your secret
Oh,
societies, and they're
Me too.
connected.
I definitely
With
say capital. Like the more capital you have, the better it could be for you. Because we're not talking about just money. We're talking about social capital. So if a
Yeah,
Beyonce,
exactly.
she about ain't gonna come off $1 to be set free. Her social capital alone is gonna like get her off. So she's good. So I agree with you to a certain extent, but. I don't always think it's money. I feel like there are people who are rather affluent who live in like high socioeconomic status of life, but they don't
Okay.
have connections to throughout the legal
Yeah.
system. Their best bet is to find a lawyer who can do everything that the lawyer on power is doing. So I mean,
Let's use an example. Let's use an example. You know, okay, so have you heard
hold
about
on. We
Joey
have
Einstein?
yes, but before that, Dola, we have an example in the comments. Jossie said, "What about Meek Mill? Meek Mill,
What
did
about
he?
me?
He didn't get off. He didn't get off free like that. Thank you
He
so
didn't
much,
get off.
Joshy. Shout out to
Yeah.
Joshy.
Thank you.
But the thing
So
about it,
Joshy said, "What about Meek Mill? Are you guys familiar
okay,
with what
let this
happened to
read out.
him?"
Go.
Beyonce and Meek
Jay-Z
Mill
bailed
are
him out. I know that
two
much.
different people.
Not
Okay?
bailed.
Beyonce
he
is
ain't had no
obviously
money.
he didn't
He's
have
not
he
bailed.
Meek
Beyonce
Mill
is
didn't have
basically
no money. That's
He
I
ain't
true.
had
feel
no
like
real
he didn't
money.
have enough money.
I feel like
If
they're talking
America
about
if have enough
money,
money,
money in its relations to power. Because when you make a certain amount of money, like it's simple as this. Like for a hospital setting, when you work at a low level, you start making connections with the higher ups, right? As
Yes.
soon as you start making connections, those are the ways that it works. So, for example, if you're a lawyer and you get into shit, right? You know all the judges. You know what to expect. You know the law firms. You know the in and outs of law. So it's kind of like I get the association with money and power because a sense when you have money, it's kind of associated to a certain level of power.
Mhm.
If that makes
when you
sense.
got money, you can pay off the judge. Look, Beyonce can literally throw $1 million on the judge just to get her off her case,
Mhm.
and not
Mhm.
sweat nothing. Because if she releases a song, she'll
Well,
get it off.
I don't know. It's not really looking too well for her in that case over Blue Ivy and the trademark of that name. So I mean,
What happened with that?
like she's losing that. Like so there. So Blue Ivy, she tried to trademark Blue Ivy. However, it was already owned by like this cake company. So they're saying so she's losing because they had the name before her. She tried to say Blue Ivy is a cultural icon, that her daughter was
She is a
icon to
culture
black
icon.
people, and they ate her ass up in
Whoa.
the shade room. But
Whoa.
so I
where
mean,
are these black
she didn't
people at?
win there. She didn't win there at all. But I mean, I do believe that if you got a little money, you could shake your purse a little bit and you can make some
Mhm.
things happen.
But what is she doing? What am I paying for?
She's hilarious. You should know that's not how trademarks work.
Okay, hold
Exactly.
on. No Beyonce slander will be tolerated.
Oh no, 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 no! I don't.
No, it wasn't
There's
you.
no
It was
Beyonce set
JC.
up on
JC.
me.
She told
We're
it.
not slandering
Slandering.
shit.
We're just like looking at the facts.
No,
She
I
said
would
she told
never
her.
slander Beyonce. I'm from Texas, and she that's Queen Mother from around the
That's like
corner.
the
So.
Statue of Liberty. You know what I'm saying?
But I ain't no fool though, cause she's not all omnipotent. She's not above reproach. But you know,
But I don't want no beehive niggas in here, so not too much on Beyonce. Number 8, Heartthrob. Can you tell us about that whole Bones Thugs and Harmony thing about the
oh
Say
yeah,
the
it's
collab?
on
love, say the
YouTube.
love.
It's on YouTube. There's one member of Bone Thugs and Harmony. He came out and he was like talking about his experience when he was in the rap game or whatever, and he was saying how he was told by an executive that that the leaders of the record label agreed and they signed alongside many politicians
Yes.
to promote the further incarceration of people because they have quotas. Many of these prisons are privately owned.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
stipulations into keeping them going, and it's free
Mm-hmm.
slavery. There's so many companies that benefit off of the institution of prison. So, the reason why prisons were made, like, it's to house black people. It's all for
Mm-hmm.
capitalist interest, and it's to house black
Really
people.
though? Why
Incarceration.
why why would you say to house black people? Isn't it just to house people who commit crimes?
Isn't it was the first prison was open when slavery was abolished?
Well, exactly. Well,
Oh,
because
Yeah,
you got to
so
remember, what
wow.
beefed up the prisons was right before the Jim Crow era, and how
mhm.
they had the black codes. So they would do anything to incarcerate black people. Anything they could be just on land, just walking the street, and they would incarcerate black people, and that's why they got
So
beefed up.
wicked.
So you have to come up with a quota to continue to get the funding, to get the investments into the prison system. So they found a clever way, and they found what black people wanted, and they exploited the musicians. So now you see all the drug music, the
Yeah.
violence, and it's mostly targeted towards black and Latino communities. So I mean that's just real.
See, and that's I think that was the conspiracy theory. See, the history of police was to catch runaway slaves.
Yeah.
What? Can you guys speak on that, please? This is
Yeah,
news
police
the
is
fuck to me.
KKK.
Slave patrols were like enhanced into policing. That's how it started. It was slave patrols, and then it started into policing. That's
Whoa, I
why.
just got
That's why
There's
he.
chills. I'm so
That's why
nervous.
he.
there's
That's why.
there's actually
Bless
on
you, didn't
police
know that?
badges in South Carolina, it actually says Slave Patrol Police Department. So they quite literally
Whoa.
evolved from a slave patrol into a police department, at least in South Carolina. But that was happening in Louisiana and Texas. I wrote my thesis in grad school on that. So that's the
Wow.
origin in America for police departments today are slave patrols.
Let me borrow that paper for my next assignment.
Don't kill me. Daria, are you
Sweet
ready to
America.
go?
Sweet America.
Daria, you're good?
I'm good.
Okay, cool. Yo, that is news to me, y'all. That is so insane.
I mean, have you watched the movie 13th by on Netflix?
I
Oh,
heard
y'all
about
gotta
it.
watch that. That's a great
Which
starting
one?
point.
Yeah.
Type it in
It's
the
called
It's
comments,
about
bro.
the 13th Amendment, right?
Yeah, I type it in.
Okay. So I
Wow.
got another theory. I got another theory for y'all. Y'all ready for it?
Yeah.
Why are black people so like okay? Harvard should not even be a good accomplishment at all for any type of African American because the owner of Harvard actually wrote things to justify why African Americans should be enslaved.
Makes sense.
But that's
And I
all
can
about
read
capitalism.
and I
Like
can
it's
read it in
really
the
about
book
the
too.
whole
Hold
idea
on.
of like that
Hold on.
whole
I get
idea
my
and
information
concept.
too. Let me get my proof too.
You're very
Well, I'll go first on that one. You know,
Hmm.
the person that wins the wars, they write the history, and they also um, misinform. You know, they don't tell the whole story. So, okay, they make all these establishments and all these institutions to benefit them. You know what I'm saying? So they like, okay, this is prestigious. This is
Hmm
the most this is the best place to go if you want to get the highest education or whatever. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
and
yeah.
that's where people tend to think, okay, it's just like Gucci, Prada. You think, okay, I'm wearing, this, I'm the shit now. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing for education. You go to MIT, you go to all these high class schools. Okay, now MIT is a good school. Now I ain't gonna lie, but Harvard, or any other HBCU, you know what I'm saying? They have the same education. You know what I'm saying? They all learn the same stuff, but just because of the names, just like in Europe, you have all those different schools. Like, um, shit, I can't even think of them right now. But you have all these supposed to be prestigious schools, you know, and it's just because the rich said, okay, this is the best school.
Yeah,
Then
yeah, exactly.
But the
it's
reason
just
why
like,
people go to those schools is more for connections, in my opinion. For example, if you're going to Queen's University, it's known for its business, right? So you know a lot of those students are coming from there, like the alumni are from CEOs of businessmen, of like stuff like that. So I would go to that school to make those connections for that reason, in that sense. And like UFT is known for its medicines and advanced medicine and stuff like that. Certain schools
Yeah.
are known for stuff like MIT is known for its technology advancement. Like certain companies are affiliated with certain universities, so people go to those universities to get into those companies.
Okay, you
I
ready
think
for it?
Harvard's known for like law. Everyone wants to go there for law, right?
Yep.
So it makes sense that they'd work their ass off.
Okay,
But
so
that's okay. Show us the proof.
okay, so it's called this book called Stamped. Okay, and it talks about the climate theory on African Americans. It's talk about the curse theory. So basically, African Americans were cursed by God in the climate theory because we, I guess, live in a more of a hotter climate. That's why we were black. So they thought they were superior than us. So then it talks about the first school, the first university, basically in America. The first, we all know that the first one of the oldest university in America is Harvard.
The what?
The oldest university in America is Harvard.
Oh, really?
It is. And it talks about, okay, so, hold on. Y'all can keep going. I thought I found it.
No, Gloss, I was asking, was it a documentary or not?
Oh, okay, yeah. I think it's a movie. I don't know, it's a movie or documentary. But that's kind of like how, during the whole, especially during like the height of the BLM movement, all the like black entrepreneurs that were getting dragged, like that guy Off White, everyone was like, oh my God, Off White, Off White, Off White, I want the belt, I want the belt. But then he had like all those comments and shit, and it's like,
Okay, right here. I got it. So,
Right. We're talking
it
about
talks
Virgil.
about,
yes, Virgil 50 Cent, whatever the fuck they were calling him.
we're going to talk, okay, so it talks about the
You're
Puritans, right?
so
Okay, it
classy.
talks about the Puritans, right? So basically, the Puritans, they built churches and stuff like that. And then they came up with all these theories, such as the climate theory. Basically, Africans were born this way because of the heat, and then also because they were cursed. So keep in mind, America was basically religious, born off of, right? And then I'm gonna read a passage for you. What school do you think was the first to get the Puritan touch? So the Puritan touch, they was making up the climate theory, and the climate theory and all those theories about African Americans came from Puritans. So they said, what school do you think was first to get the Puritan touch? This is a trick question because the answer is the very first university in America ever. Remember, this society is all brand new. And the very first university in America ever was Harvard University. But a tricky thing happens with the opening of Harvard. And basically, it connects to a person named Zara. And basically, the opening of Harvard connected to the climate theories and everything we talked about. Cotton and Mather, they were students of Aristotle. So Aristotle was a Greek philosopher, and he basically said that Greeks were more powerful. He had the philosophy that Greeks were more powerful than non-Greeks, Hey, girl.
Mm.
Right? So they took what he said and then squished it around and said whites are more powerful than non-whites.
Well, they be letting a whole lot of Asians into their schools if they're so there's
But
that.
but look at the stereotypes that they allow with Asians. They think Asians are in it like what's the word for fuck?
So,
Like
and they substitute Puritan for
defenseless.
Greek. So anybody that wasn't a Puritan, they were more powerful than them. But still, all Puritans were whites though. They thought they were better than Native Americans. Yeah, anybody that wasn't a Puritan, they were better than. And during the development of Harvard, they made it so that the Greek and Latin text could not be disputed. But
What does that
even
mean?
though it means like because Aristotle he believed in human hierarchy and used climate to justify which humans were better. And because they could not be disputed, they had to be taken as true. So basically, they took what they learned from Aristotle, which he believed that Greeks were better than non-Greeks, right? And they switched it around and withheld the original scrolls of Harvard, the original teachings of Aristotle, and made it so that Puritans were better than everybody else.
And Puritans are white people?
Yes, Puritans were white people.
They called them Puritans. That's crazy.
I know, right? Puritans. Guys, shout out to Jossie. Jossie, how are you? Thank you for joining.
Hi, I'm just trying to put some decent clothes on. I'll be cammed up.
Okay.
Breakfast.
And just like that, Harvard, and just like that, one school, Harvard, laid out the groundwork for slavery in America, all the slavery in America.
Really?
To
Harvard did
to
that?
to, to
Yep.
caveat on Rose, to piggyback on Rose, in American schools, they don't teach you any history before 1492, and that is so messed up because black black people were already in America before, Columbus or all those sailors or whatever came. You know what I'm saying? There you go, right there. They were already here. There's no history of that. So what they did
Really?
was, a lot of the American Indians got killed off by disease. Now South America and North America are one continent. They're one whole continent.
Mm.
So there were black people all throughout those regions, and of course they had different dialects, different languages, and stuff like that because it's such a big country.
Yeah.
So, anyways, when they came to America, what they did, they had all these different tribes, and you had the darkest of dark tribes, you had the lighter tribes, and they were like, okay, we want to exclude them out of everything. We're going to give you this much land. We're going to give you casinos. We're going to give you all this, but you have to agree to segregate those tribes over there. And
Wait,
those
wait,
were
wait, 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 wait. Who were they offering all those good things to?
to the light skinned Indians.
Okay, okay.
So you had all different kind of shades of Indians, yeah, but they were
Mhm,
all
mhm.
black.
Yeah.
You know, they were already
Yeah.
here. So
Mhm.
they made these terms and conditions, you know, to exclude, the super dark, big nose motherfucking black Indians and shit.
Mhm,
So, and
mhm.
that's why you have these motherfucking white motherfuckers walking around like, okay, we're American Indian, because you have the $5 Indian. Then they wrote the laws, okay, you guys sign this paper, and we'll say that you are Indian. They call them $5 Indians. Yeah,
That's fucked.
Oh.
yeah. And and a lot of black people couldn't read what the laws meant because they were in old English. You know what I'm saying? So they couldn't read when these laws was getting passed. Not that they couldn't read, but they couldn't read the old American English. They couldn't read the language yet.
Wow.
That's why when they say black people couldn't read, it's like it's bullshit. Oh, we could read, we just couldn't read the
Your
bullshit y'all was
language.
putting on
Can I
paper.
ask?
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Mhm.
I heard this. I think it was in thesis or something like that. They said that Black Americans are more likely to have or indigenous blood in their veins than white Americans. Is that correct?
Yes,
I mean, that makes
That's
sense.
what.
100%.
Okay, then. So I just want to clarify that. 'Cause I just want to
But you see,
clarify because I'm.
the messed up thing is there's no history of it. They made them get rid of all that history, and so it's nothing we can go back to check the record books.
Yo.
Yeah, that's insane. Mar, why are you dying?
Cause y'all cough off your lungs, girl.
Hey, pass that shit over here, Ma. Pass that shit over here,
Right?
dog.
No, these fake pens are something else. I just like the convenience.
I'm worried.
So I'm all out of trending topics. Does anyone have another one that they'd like to discuss? And Daria, are you still good for time?
Yeah, I'm just in and out because I have to check my messages
Yeah, no
and
problem.
the reservation people were calling me.
Okay.
But I'm okay right now.
Okay, great. I mean,
We could play what's that roulette game?
yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Would
Can
you
I ask a
rather?
heated question?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Wait, but hold on. I want to just let Joss. Actually, you know what? We'll do outros. I wanted Jossie to give herself an intro, but maybe we'll just do outros. Sorry. Ask your heated question.
no, Jossie, introduce yourself.
Okay, Jossie, introduce yourself.
You
I'm
look cute. Ooh,
Jassy.
I like your glasses. Sorry, go ahead.
Thank you. This
No
is my
problem.
breakfast,
Oh yes. What are you eating? Show us.
and
Is it
So I
is
have
it
some French
vegan?
toast, some vegan eggs. Yep, this is the brand.
Oh man,
I don't know if you guys recognize
amazing.
it. I've heard
Let's
of it. It's
Yes.
so
It
good.
was
see.
unexpected that I'd be eating a vegan breakfast. So I was like, oh, let me have one classy panel.
Period.
We got
I
some
love it.
plantains.
Yum. We had
Oh,
that earlier
because
too.
I'm Caribbean and things, so
Period.
and I look like a
So
nerd
like,
today because I got my glasses on. There you go.
so tell us what you do on your streams and where people can find you.
Let's see. I do a lot of singing.
Thank you.
Um, it's gonna be kind of like all like different this month but it's typically been because I'm still a new host. But this month I'll be doing a birthday panel because it's my birthday this month. On the 23rd, you guys are all invited. I'm gonna have a DJ. You can come and
Scorpio.
hang and ting and People will be going in and out the panel, I'm sure, because it's going to be a 6 panel. I've like warned everybody, like, I'm not doing a 9 panel because it doesn't make sense with having a DJ in a little cube. Like, I want to be able
Yeah.
to play them on the big screen. So,
Yeah.
But even if people can't come up, they can come through. They can put the phone somewhere and dance, get lit, vibe. The DJ is going to be dope. And he's going to play a lot of this shit that I typically play on my lives, which is like a lot of Afro beats, a lot of like Caribbean vibes, just shit that makes people dance, and then the popular shit. So
Yeah.
I'm also gonna be doing a seafood mukbang this month, of my solo live. Everyone on the live has already suggested food for me to get, so that's gonna be happening. The flyers are gonna be made this weekend, so I'll have all the dates. The panel's on the 23rd, so that's fine. I'm also doing a singing PK with my twin girl who looks like me. She's not officially my twin. Kristoff, shut your mouth. You're too loud. Anyways,
So
yes,
cool.
my dog makes an appearance. He's very like feisty right now because my cousin has guests over, so that's why he's barking. Yeah, she's even annoyed with him. So yeah, and then I sing, and then I just chill and talk and hang out, all
But she's like
that.
she's a singer.
I am
We
a
have many
sing
singers on the
singer.
channel. She's
Yeah,
a
I sing.
singer.
Ooh.
Yeah, follow her. I have 2 minutes. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, cool. Nabil,
Yeah.
what's your heated question? This will be the last one, and then we'll give her farewells.
Okay. One second, I forgot.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
No, I remember now.
Okay.
So, okay, okay, I feel like majority of us come from all different aspects of the world, in a sense. So, why, like, I feel like with Black Americans, African Americans, Caribbean Americans, there's always kind of like a beef between all the three. Why do we feel that there's, like, if in your own
Okay,
words,
I have to
why do
charge
you
my
feel that there's
phone.
a beef?
Can you just search it?
That's a
Because
good
people try to,
question.
I think, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think it's because they try to group us all together. Like, we can be unified, but understand that we have differences.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like sometimes people try to make it like clear it out, like, no, we're all the same, and it's just like we're really not the same because we have different
Yeah.
history. We come from different
Mm-hmm.
places, and like people stay trying to like put people in places and try to put like titles under them that they don't really truly like relate to. So it's just like us understanding that we're all Black is great and that we should all help each other, but understanding that our history is different and not
Mm-hmm.
feeling like one is better than the other. Because I know Haitians definitely feel like they're better than Black Americans. Like, I'm gonna just hands down say that. Like, Haitians are so
God.
prideful. Their race, ethnicity, and nationality is Haitian. Like, they won't like me. People try to claim that I'm from other places because of the way I look, and I'm like, I'm Haitian. I don't know what y'all talking about. So like, I get it, but I don't like. A lot of it has to do with also the way America has treated Black people and how the world views Black Americans. Like, it's not just Caribbeans, it's literally the world. So, like, or
Yeah.
not just like Black people in other countries. So, there's that
Yeah.
too. But I feel like, yeah, a lot of it has to do with us trying to like put everyone in the same umbrella because we're all Black. But it's like, we can still be unified and be different.
For
And
me, for me, I feel like it's like social class. People think that because you're in America, you have it so much better. Um, Me being like born in America, my dad's Guyanese, so when I go to Guyana and I try to chill with my Guyanese people, they like, oh, you from America, you Guyanese, but you from America, you know what I'm saying? You probably think you all that and shit. When I don't, you know what I'm saying? But when you born in America, it's just a different. They have a different attitude towards you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I have a lot of friends from Africa. I have a lot of friends from Haiti, and they fuck with me. But it's always gonna be that like, oh, you was born in America. You had it a little better than us. You know what I'm saying? And that's just part of the you know that's just part of growing up. It's just a growing pain. Like you can't shake that. But even though they don't know that how much fortunate they are because when I go to
Yeah.
Guyana and we have all this land, we have fresh water, we have fruits and coconuts everywhere. I'm like, damn, I'd rather be here. I'd rather trade places with you. You can have my bills, what I'm saying? I'll take your bills.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't understand that part, and I'm not the one to be like, okay, let me explain it to you. I'm gonna just let you see it how you see it. You know what I'm saying? And it's whatever.
That's true.
So it be like that. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's about all about where you come from. You know what I'm saying? Because I was raised with a good ass family. You know what I'm saying? And I could feel anybody's pain. You know what I'm saying? I could feel your pain if you from the slums, because I done been to the slums. I done, damn near been homeless with my mom and dad and shit, all that shit. So it's like, people got to understand, like, even though we from all these different places, we go through a lot of the same shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I will say, like, it's not only within the Black culture, but it's definitely prevalent though. But I know, like, I went to boarding school for some time, and it was majority international Asians that were there, and I had no idea. Like, when I first went to that school, like when I'd seen an Asian person, I just assumed, oh, you're probably Chinese. Like, God forbid you tell a Japanese person, I thought you were Chinese. They'd be like, what? Me? Like, they also have that same shit too. Like, the Asians, the Chinese, the Filipinos, they are so proud. Thank you so much. Shout out to 416 Mar with a deep bag. So yeah, they have it too. I don't know. I guess I don't know.
I mean, it is a difference, because I lived in Japan for 2 years, and
so you know what I did was
people
a
and
bad
Chinese
thing.
people, they do look different. Like, they really
yes,
do.
And now I can see it. It's true. It was ignorant. I can tell a Japanese
Haitians...
from a Korean. Go ahead.
Sorry. No. Go ahead. I'm just very good at interrupting people.
No, it's totally fine. It's a conversation. It's
period, JC.
It's so fine. I was saying now I can tell the difference. That's all I was gonna say.
It's the same thing with Haitians and Jamaicans. I don't know why people think that Haitians and Jamaicans are one of the same. Right. But we're so completely opposite. I'm like, it would make more sense if you compared Haitians to like the other islands that are colonized by France and have a Creole like ours, like Dominica, or like not Dominican Republic, Dominica, or Saint Martin, or like all the other islands, Guadeloupe. Like, those are islands that like Haitians literally. There's Haitians over there. There's a Creole over there. But no, we get compared to an island that's completely polar opposite to us. We don't even have similar foods like that. Like, they have like the patois. We don't have a patois. We have a Creole, which is not to say that that's like, completely like different per se, but it is, because the basis of how we speak. I speak to a Jamaican person, they're not going to understand me. If they speak to a Haitian person, we may not understand them. So especially if they're speaking patois, we're not going to understand them. So like, I'm like, why is it that y'all want to compare us? Like, because we're near each other in the islands? Like,
yes.
But people will always be like, are you Jamaican? Like, not me, because I get confused for
But
East
people
African.
ask everyone, are you Jamaican?
Jamaican.
Growing up, people used to ask me, are you Jamaican? I'm like, no. Oh, you look Jamaican. What's a Jamaican look like?
I get African all the time.
Do you?
Been getting that all the time.
But where are you based? Like, where are you based? You're in Canada, right?
Yeah.
You're in Canada.
I'm in Canada. Everyone, you can. Well, you know what? We will wrap this up because I know Daria has to boogie.
But you guys can stay if you like. Oh, I just have to go. I don't mind.
No, but they're all gonna leave your place. Or are they staying behind?
Oh, they're all at her place right now.
Number 4, 5, and 6 are all at her place. So what we can do now, we'll do our outro. You guys can say where you're from, where people can watch you, because this will be going on YouTube. So if you want to shout out your IG, your Twitter, or your BIGO ID, feel free. But thank you guys all so much for joining me for lunch, for a vegan mukbang. Special thanks to the Black Daria, aka the Dutty Vegan, aka Glossy's Daria, because I bought her in an auction yesterday. But
That's so funny.
thank you guys all so much.
I didn't even realize that.
And to my peeps who are viewing this, you can find me at Dolled by Sosa. All the links will be in the description box below. So remember, say where you're from and where people can find you, because Jossie missed that.
MDM, aka Mac Daddy Main. I'm from Miami, but I live in North Carolina. You can catch me daily doing exercises at 9 a.m. We knock it out. We make you sweat. We get you right for next summer, because this summer was pretty bad. You know what I'm saying? We have parties. We do all kind of social events. So follow me. Stay tuned. Let's have some fun.
So shout out your BIGO ID.
Main Big One. MANEBIG1.
And what I'll do, I'll also put everyone's BIGO IDs in the description boxes. Okay, go Daria.
Love it. So you can find me at the Black Daria on BIGO, and you can find my business pages in the description below. And I'm from Canada, Toronto, Brampton.
That's too much tag locations, bro.
Oh, sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
mean, up to you.
I thought we were doing that.
Yeah, if you want to rep the 905, that's fine. Dolo, go ahead.
Dola, aka Chula Dilly, aka Rose. You can find my big
Period.
idea, Dola
Period.
Rose, DOLAROSE. So let's talk spiritual. You want me to do a reading? We can do a reading. But yeah, period. I'm here to help you heal.
Love it. Nathan.
Sorry, two things happened at once. My name is Nathan Nicholas. I'm from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and you can find me on IG at Intentionally Nathan, and on YT at Mr. Nathan Nicholas. And that's where you can find, a lot of my work that I do, my poetry, my performances, and things of that nature.
Amazing.
Oh,
416 Mar.
okay. You can find me at IG 416mar _ or you can follow my YT 416mar TV. Make sure you guys subscribe. You can check out my content. Signing off.
Period. Cody. Cody, are you miming or are you mute? Number 6. Oh, we can't hear you, Cody. Are you covering the speaker? Or just go into Daria's box.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. Just I'm from Toronto, Canada, and you can follow my Instagram, Cody dot B dot B.
That's
yeah.
okay.
Oh, I'm gonna do cakes also if you're in Toronto. My cake page is room 169. Okay, thank you.
Period. Nabil, you're up.
Okay. I'm not as established as everyone here. My Instagram is
He's a
East
new.
Africa. Sorry, are you gonna?
I'm gonna say he's a soon-to-be host. There.
Yeah. My Instagram is East African Prince. You can follow me there. I'm from Toronto as well. I think that's it.
Period. And last but not least, Miss Jossie.
I hope y'all can hear me because my internet is being very laggy right
We
now.
can hear you.
But okay, cool. So yeah, I'm Jossie. You guys can follow me on all social platforms at Jossie World. So JACIE World, WORLD. My BIGO ID is just my name, Jossie. So JACIE. And yeah, I do music and ting. I don't have much to say about myself. Yes, I'm everywhere.
Period. Okay, well, thank you guys all so much for joining. Shout out to the real ones who literally Nathan, Mar, Cody. I really fuck with y'all. Thank you for coming. Thank you for, coming and dining with Daria and everything. Okay, Matt Daddy loves you. Dola, thank you for coming. Jossie, I'll see you later, sexy. Nabil, have a good shift at work. Thank you for coming. This has been
No
so much fun.
problem. Bye.
Dola, appreciate you. Bye, everybody.
No.
Bye.